Welcome, my friends. Today I want to quickly show you a couple of technical aspects applying to Marvin watches. We'll cover changing straps, setting the time, changing the day and dates, playing with chronograph functions, and size adjustments for rubber bracelets with butterfly clasps. To start with, I'm going to use the M14 for a quick bracelet flip. Every single Marvin works this way, whether it has leather or steel bracelets. And it's what I call the slide and switch operation. In this case, let's assume you have a 14 with a black leather strap, and you just received your brand new white leather strap, much more in tune with that tuxedo you're about to wear to the embassy cocktail next Friday anyways. As you can see, each strap has a small metallic button next to the horn. All you need to do is slide that spring action button down, releasing the pin entirely. You then do the exact same thing for the other half of the bracelet. Next, you take the new bracelet and you do the exact opposite. So first you insert the pin into the hole, then you slide the spring action button down, you line up the other end of the pin with the hole on the horn, and you release the button. At that point, you should hear a distinctive click sound when the button end of the pin is safely secured in the hole. And that's it. You're pretty much done. Now, a couple of tips on setting the time on all your mechanical Marvins. Remember, this is important. Always set the time using a clockwise movement. Not doing so can potentially damage the movement. To set the date, pull out on the crown to its first position. You should hear a click. Then turn the crown either way to set the day and date, if applicable. Keep in mind, if your Marvin has a date function, never ever try to set it when either hand of the watch is between the hours of 8 and 2 p.m. This is true for all mechanical movements, and not just Marvin. To set the time, keep pulling the crown one more time to its final position and adjust the time clockwise as shown. Make sure you then push the crown all the way back. Rewind if needed, and you should be all set to go. Now, chronograph functions pretty much work the same way for all models with a feature, including this gorgeous 103 here. Typically, the top button stops and starts the chronograph, and the bottom one resets it to 0. It's that simple, and all there is to it. And finally, a note about rubber bracelets. For example, using this beautiful M108 here. Now, when you order these models, you will specify a wrist size. Then what happens here at Marvin, our technicians detach the butterfly clasp. They cut the bracelet specifically to your size across the band like this using an X-Acto knife. Then reattach the clasp for a perfectly matched fit. Remember, it's also possible to flip from standard to butterfly clasps on most Marvin models. So folks, that's pretty much all there is to it. It's pretty simple. As always, if you have any questions or are unsure about operating your new Marvin, contact your local Marvin dealer for instructions or shoot us an email here at Marvin headquarters at info@marvinwatches.com.